Hey everybody!
Hey everybody! Welcome to Shift Happenz! Week number 3, 1, 3. 313.
I'm way off.
That's 6 years and 1 week.
As Dr. Koca would say, we're week 313-er.
Well, he's not with us right now, is he?
Nope.
No.
Where is he?
Well, he's not on the course anymore at this point. But
No, I think he's having like second brunch or something.
yeah, probably.
Those were some mean bunkers.
Those were, yeah, I'd have hit those. Might not have got to them, but the second shot I would have hit them.
Yes.
So,
What's the topic today?
Topic today is what we were just doing, and that's sleep.
Sleep? Is that normal?
Sleep is normal, but for many Americans, it's not really a normal healthy thing anymore.
no.
And of course, we have the number one side effect of stress is, of course, heart disease, but also another different health things. You've heard of insomnia, sleep problems, and a lot of times people overlook the importance of the spine with sleep.
How does it affect that?
So I thought today we'd talk about sleep problems in the spine.
Please
I've
tell
got
us
some
more.
questions on that.
Educate us, Dr. Sean.
Would you mind handing me that spine there, Dr. Francor?
I would love to.
Thank you, Dr. Matt. So you live your life through this nerve system. Your nerve system is completely protected by the spinal column. And what happens when stress happens in your life, invasive destructive forces, also known as
Where are you going with this?
bad stuff. It's also known as bad stuff. Stress. What that's going to do is that's going to cause spinal bones to become displaced, and that displacement of that spinal bone is going to compress the nerve. When the nerve is compressed, the body part at the other end doesn't work properly, therefore you don't adapt to your environment properly. Now, part of that lack of adaptation comes from your organs not working right. Did you know that nerves control all your organ health too, Dr. Matt?
They do?
They do.
Woo!
A lot of people think like, ooh, I got a twisted spinal bone, so ow, my muscles are gonna hurt, I'm gonna have an ache. But that's possible, yeah, very possible, absolutely, yeah. Big part of it. But if that nerve's compressed, then that organ at the other end, that's not making the proper chemicals to keep your body functioning and adapting to stress. And an organ at the other end is a lot like a cook. And the brain up top is a lot like the head chef. And the head chef is always telling the cooks of your body to make certain recipes, right? To make sleep chemicals to make you fall asleep, or to make certain chemicals to keep you awake. Now, as long as your brain and body are communicating at 100%, that head chef is getting 100% of the recipe and the ingredients and the measurements to the cooks down below. They make the proper sleep chemicals, they make the proper wake chemicals. That person's going to adapt to stress and be able to fall asleep at usual times.
More naturally.
Keep their rhythms, right? Stay asleep longer and healthier. Have a nice deep sleep. They're going to wake up and they're going to feel energy. And then they're not going to walk around mid-afternoon and because mid-afternoon, their brain is sending those messages to the body saying, hey, keep me awake. The problem is now that nerve is compressed, that organ's not making, let's say, not enough sleep chemicals, right? And so that person may stay awake all night. Insomnia, huge problem nowadays. Unfortunately, the majority of Americans being very reactive with healthcare, which I used to be too. I mean,
It's a way to go.
wasn't adjusted, didn't get introduced to the fact that my body heals and is healthy by itself till I was about like 14 years old. So the majority of Americans, they go to the store and buy sleep chemicals. Sleep aids.
That works, right?
Yeah, it works. I mean, if you take some sleep aids, your body is artificially induced to sleep.
But how do you know how many to take? You just read the label and say, oh, well, I need 7 of those pills.
I don't know. I mean, do I take as much as Hallie over there?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm a little bit bigger than Hallie. I might need.
You would be.
Yeah.
What if you need less?
Nobody really knows.
Who would know?
Trial and error.
Yeah, I'd say trial and error. Now,
Or,
no, I'm not saying that because there is a time and place for drugs, you know. People on the East Coast, please save your notifications for later. But the problem is that there's some terrible side effects. Have you guys heard about those? Have y'all heard about the black box warnings with like Ambien sleep medications? People will sleep walk, they'll sleep drive, they'll sleep shop, they'll sleep eat.
Sleep cook.
They'll cook, yep. They'll wake up in the middle of the night and cook a bunch of food and wake up and realize, wow, I didn't know I made an omelet last night. Which is pretty funny.
And also very
It
scary.
sounds funny,
Very
at least,
scary.
and it's very scary. Because if that person's driving around and they've got a portion of their life where they have 3 hours they have no recollection of, scary stuff.
It's very scary.
Because they could be driving around unbuckled, and obviously their body's not fully alert. Could have their kids in the back seat. All kinds of scary stuff like that. Then on the other hand, you got people who are constantly tired. Fatigue. Because if that nerve's compressed due to a subluxation, and now that organ at the other end is unable to get all the messages from the brain and it doesn't produce enough awake chemicals, then people go to the store and buy awake chemicals. They'll buy some type of a narcotic to stimulate their system, right?
Yep.
Or
Or
instead,
those cool monster drinks.
yeah. Or instead of enjoying
5-hour energy. You just
instead of enjoying a nice 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day, they may enjoy 8 to 10.
yeah, a couple of pots.
So how do you know how much awake chemicals and sleep chemicals you need? Are you just guessing based on how you feel that day? How do you know how much to do, how much not to do?
You know, you really don't. I mean, science has come up with certain things, but the big thing there is that your body knows best. And the body really doesn't need any help from the outside, it just needs no interference from the inside to make
So you're
sure that it's
saying
working properly.
Innate intelligence actually knows and responds to your body, adapts to the situation, and produces those as long as that nerve system is functioning and firing clearly.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And we should add too that there is going to be stuff going on in your life that's going to possibly prevent you from sleeping, right? I mean, we all got stuff going on, familial stresses, financial stresses, occupational stresses,
Getting ready for a wedding.
getting ready for a wedding stress. Hi, Kate.
Ooh.
Hey, 1 year ago today, I popped the question.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet.
She said yes, viewers. She said yes.
Obviously.
But when your spine is subluxation free, you're living your life at your optimal potential, and your body is much less stressed. It's much less anxious, and of course, those people tend to fall asleep a lot easier and sleep through the night.
So what do you recommend?
I recommend that you all get your spine checked, and by you all, I mean you watching and your entire family. Subluxations do not discriminate against age. They do not discriminate against the type of stress. If you have any type of destructive force in your life, whether that is a negative thing, stress you don't like, or it's stress that you enjoy doing, like I enjoy rollerblading from time to time. Not the best for my low back, but I'm going to do it anyway. You should get your spine checked. That way you can adapt better to both the stresses you don't like to have and the stresses that you're going to continue doing anyway.
All right. Pretty good, right? Not bad. Anything else?
Do you
Dr.
want me
Mike?
to stop?
We got it.
Okay.
On that, viewers, sweet dreams. Get checked.
See you next week.
And we're